Hello, my name is Moneer. I am from Syria, and I would like to share my testimony with you about paying tithings. A little bit about myself. I joined the church in Lebanon 2019, and I moved to Japan to do a master in computer science. And over there, I get baptized in Lebanon, and then a month later, I went to Japan. In Lebanon, I didn't have any income, so I didn't pay tithing. And in Japan, I first time pay my tithing. The first time I get my stipend from that program, from scholarship. And I still remember, in that time I was alone. My wife and my oldest boy were in Syria waiting for their visas to be with me in Japan. And I went to the church. I don't know a lot of people, but I know who the bishop is. And I didn't have a bank account at that time. They used to give us the stipend on their bank account, and they took the card from us when we done. And I withdraw all the stipend for 2 months, and I remember I paid my tithing for the bishop. And it's 300 yen. It's about like 250-ish. And I paid for the bishop early morning, and then just before leave the church, there is 2 sister missionaries show up, and they give me an envelope, and they told me, this is from a sister in our ward, and don't open it here. Just when you go back home, open it. I said, fine. I'm done with the church. I came back home, and I opened the envelope, and I found a very nice letter and the same exact number that I paid tithing an hour before I received this letter. So first time I paid tithing in my life, God gave it back to me same moment as it is. And then, not every time you are going to pay your tithing, you are going to have the same, because sometimes you pay, you don't feel. I came to United States August 2023, and since I came to United States, life is changed, and now I have bank account, and I stopped paying my tithing by put them in the envelope. I paid my tithing online, but not fully time, according of my capacity, how much I can give. Sometimes I give more than 10%. Sometimes I give less than 10%. Sometimes I found people, they really do need help, and I help them, and I said, God, I help people, I'm not going to pay my tithing. And I feel that I'm fully tithe payer, because I still receiving those blessings. I feel it. Why I'm choosing this topic about the tithing specifically, why I want to share this with you, because in the Old Testament, in Malachi, the verse about tithing, it said there is no room for the blessings, and I testify that there is no room. I feel it, I live in on it, and I know what's going on. It's no room. I'm definitely sure. I can 100% sure that there is no room. 2 weeks ago, I'm working DoorDash right now. Okay, 2 weeks ago, it's Saturday night evening, and I was doing delivery. I arrived to the home, and just before putting the order, the man opened the door, and under the doorstep, he removed it, and he gave me a tips, $7. In our culture, it's so offended to give someone thing from the ground or thing cover under things. So I cannot open. It's so offended. So the way he gave it to me, it's offended me. But I wasn't like, oh, collapse. Fine, I'm working, and they don't understand my culture. So I put them in the seat next to me, and I continue working. I came back, and I opened my wallet. I found $1. I have credit card and debit card, but cash, I only have $1. All cash I have, 8. I put them in the aisle in the old house, and the next day my boy came and said, "Hey, Dad, what's this?" I told him money, and he told me, "Can I take it?" He said, "Yeah, for sure, all." And then I told him, "Hey, Juju, my boy, his name is Gibran. I named him after Khalil Gibran. He is a very famous Lebanese American writer and poeter. And he wrote a book called The Prophet. It's not religious, it's philosophy. But when you read this book, you will change your life. You'll change your perspective of life. This is why I named him Gibran." So I told him, "Hey, Gibran, Juju, this money is for you. But let me tell you something. When usually we give 10% of our income to the Lord. This is how he asked us. Would you like to give 10% of this?" He doesn't know what's 10%. And he's 6 years. He told me, "Dad, I want to give it all." Fine. I said, "Okay, we want to give it all because I wanted the first recorded tithing for my boy is not 10%, is 100%. So we went to the bishop, and before going to the bishop, he was filling out this form with the secretary. They helped him. I wasn't with him, so he paid 3. And I met with him the next hour. I found $5. I told him, "Juju, why you didn't pay everything?" And while we are talking, we find the bishop. And I told him, "Give him the bishop money." So he gave the $5 to the bishop, but I told him, "We will do the paperwork later," because he's not in his office. He was walking. We came back, and then we have our dinner and everything works well. And then at the evening, when the kids went to bed, I went to work Sunday. And I was thinking that I shouldn't do that. It's the day of the Lord, you know. And I decided to come back. But the moment I end up the dash, I get an order. I cannot ignore because this will impact my rate. I said, I will do this and I'll go back home. And I will try not to work on Sundays, even if I have money. I went, there is DoorDash, they have a place called Dash Mart. It's the front store, but it doesn't have any front store. It's only dashers come, they pick up the order and leave. You cannot go and buy. I went over there and they have small room. It's like this space. I don't know how to describe this space. And they have 2 tables. And these 2 tables full of everything. I first time see this and asked the guy, "Hey, what's going on here?" And he told me, "This items is going to be expired soon. If we kept, we will throw it. So we'll give it to everybody." I told him for free. He told me for free. How much? He told me as much as you want. So I brought this thermo bag would keep the food warm. I have it because I'm working DoorDash. I brought it and it was full of everything. Pineapple, grapes, candies, and it's all Japanese candy. No one buy it, and we lived in Japan. So Japanese candy and favorite water drinks, sparkling water and bread. So I put all I can, all of these, like, oh, this is what my family need. I left, there is some left, and I went back to the car. After I dropped the order, I was looking next behind me. If I'm going to the Walmart and I'm going to buy this value, definitely more than 110. Definitely. So we got $8 in my son's behalf. In the same day, God gave it back way more than I paid. And when I am the adult, first time practicing my covenant of paying tithing, God gave me back the same day. If I will keep talking about paying tithing, 15 minutes is not enough. So I will end up now, but this story is not end up because I am here in this new home because paying my tithing, because after I paid my tithing, God talked to me. God guide me. God help me to make better decision in my life. Even sometimes seems crazy, seems unreasonable. Sometimes, when God talk to you, don't listen to any human being. And this is what happened to me. I pay my tithing, and I believe that God will bless me, and there is no room. I can feel that I have an extra blessing that I don't need. I want to give it to the other people, and the way of giving it to you, by paying your tithing, my invitation to all the people who listen for this video is to pay your tithing. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes you paid a lot, sometimes you feel that you don't have nothing. But count your blessings. I leave my testimony that God is real, and His Son is beautiful. He's our Redeemer. And the plan of salvation is the only plan for us to live with Him. This is the main important thing. And know that you are loved. Amen.